Hiya.
Hello.
This is our video for weigh-in. I don't know what the date is. 10th, is it? So it'll be weigh-in for the 9th of October.
Yeah.
I don't know where you want to start. Where do you want to start?
It's been a pretty good week. I mentioned it last week because we filmed late, but it falls within the weigh-in week that I have resisted temptation. I've resisted pasties, I've resisted cream teas. There was
when your sister-in-law was down.
Yeah, I mentioned it last week, but it falls within this week's weigh-in. And also there were times when I did really want chocolate at work, and I've resisted that as well. So it's been a week of resisting.
Okay.
Right, that's how I think of it.
Well, I've kind of been the same because my weak point in the week, if that makes sense, is normally when you're at work. So, but because I've been doing this cognitive behavioural therapy, which you've probably heard me mention quite a few times, to do with my anxiety, I've actually been trying to apply that to Slimming World.
Wow, okay.
Because there's obviously lots behind everything that you do, or the things maybe that you avoid.
Lots of science, lots of thought processes.
Yeah, something like graphs as well. Diagrams.
Yes, you've been working with lots of diagrams, I know.
And I just thought, well, and it's like when I was doing this cognitive behavioural therapy with all the diagrams, and it's done over the phone, I'm not actually in contact with anybody. I don't go into meetings or anything. It's done all over the phone, and they give you exercises to do. And something just kind of clicked in my brain and made me, I don't know how to explain it really without really going into depth.
I think it made you think about everything slightly differently, knowing the thought processes behind what stops you from doing things or what makes you do things.
Yeah, because that's normally not what you do. When you start getting anxious, you just think about that moment and you being in that moment and how to get out of it, I suppose. And you don't think about the fact that actually the feelings you're having are natural feelings of fight or flight. And that is a completely different subject to what we're talking about, but I still feel that there is a way that you can apply and just basically being more mindful, which I've tried to be this week. And I think filming, because I filmed Friday alone, which I never, well, hardly ever film when Laura's at work. That really helped. And just a few small changes, like making sure that I actually sat down at the table, even though I was here alone. I sat down at the table, I made sure that I'd made a proper meal, cooked meal, rather than just snacking on things. Although I do find things like this are useful to have in the house.
1.5 cents.
In case I'm likely to go off on one. That's kind of like it's like a safety net, I suppose. It's not optimised, but it's a safety net for me. I think it's been really helpful. And you said also that you thought that it should be something that I do on a weekly basis.
Yeah, I didn't know whether to say that on film, because I don't want you to feel like there's pressure on you to do it.
Yeah.
But I think that filming one day a week, firstly, takes the pressure off me.
Right, yeah.
And secondly, keeps you focused and on plan. Or maybe that should be the other way around. There's no order to that particularly. But it definitely helped. I mean, I watched what you'd filmed and thought that your food choices were brilliant. And would you have done that if you hadn't filmed?
Definitely not. I don't think I would have.
There you go.
And I do think when you're filming, I'm not saying always, but you are thinking about, is this food, for instance, that we're sharing with you, is it food optimized? So you're constantly questioning yourself. it's not always, to be fair, it's not. But then we do film a lot. I mean, we're filming probably almost every day.
Yeah.
There's only like a couple of days really when we don't.
Yeah.
So, you know, most weeks when we might not film. So, yeah, something has again kind of switched.
Yeah.
And
I love it when she's like this.
Yeah.
So focused.
And well, it's about that, isn't it? It's about, like I said last week, about focusing and refocusing, and you keep rechecking yourself and so on, because it's not something that is a given. It's not. It's something that you're constantly working at, like anything. Like anything you do, when you're trying to maybe, for want of a better phrase, better yourself. You know, maybe that's the wrong phrase to use, but hopefully you understand what I mean. It's something that you do need to work at. It's not just gonna. It's not, you know, going to be handed to you on a plate, if you'll excuse the pun. So yes. Yeah.
Right. Should we go into weigh-in?
Yes.
Okay.
Can do.
I went to group this week. Now, if you remember rightly, last week I gained 2 pounds. We had a flexi day. I know some people did not like the fact that we'd had a flexi day, but there it is. It's life. We had a date day, we had a flexi day, and I gained 2 pounds.
And we enjoyed it.
And we enjoyed it, yeah. No regrets. Maybe a little bit of regret at weigh-in last week. Then I had a week of stomach problems, which seems to be more and more regular for me, but I'm under review for that. By the way, somebody had asked me about the eye thing, because if you remember rightly, I'd lost my peripheral vision as well. That's the results. Honestly, I had all those tests like last year, and because of COVID, everything has slowed down. Well, I finally got the results, and it is what I said it was, which is optic neuritis. So I'm third time having had optic neuritis. I'm now under neurology review. So
that's not necessarily a good thing, though, is it? Because they link having optic neuritis that many times with MS.
They do. However, I've had MRIs.
Yeah.
And there's nothing demyelinating is the word, I think, but there's the specific things they look for are not there. So that's good. That's a good thing. So that's that kind of case closed, I suppose. I've got my answers now.
Until next time.
Probably. Yeah. But the stomach thing, I felt bloated. I just felt there was pain. There was all sorts going on this week. It was not good.
Do you think at any point that the situation with your stomach and that, does that have any effect on either the way you eat, whether you gain weight or lose weight, or anything like that? Have you thought about that at all? Yeah,
I did wonder if part of that gain was a run-up to a really bad stomach week.
Right.
Because it is just pure pain. It's pain. And I'm not going to go into all the gory details, but I do wonder if part of that gain was the run-up to that, which seems to be easing now. And consequently, whilst I'm at work, if I'm working like it, then I'm going to eat less because I don't want to trigger it if food is the trigger.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway, went into weigh-in this week, not really sure what to expect. I know that I'd really tried and I'd really, resisted a lot of things. And here's my board for last week. So I was on 2 stone, 4 pounds loss. And it was a loss this week. And I'm happy with that. And I lost 1. I lost 2. So I lost the 2 that I gained last week. So swings and roundabouts right now. But hopefully from now on we're getting off the swing and roundabout.
Yeah.
And we are. I've got this week off work actually. So this week we can do more filming and properly together focus and plan, and it feels like it's just a break from constant, so that I can gather my thoughts, get some stuff in, some shopping in the house, get the recipes sorted. We'll talk about that more in a minute.
Yeah.
How's your week?
Okay. Well, my renewed, don't know what you'd call it, but
yeah.
Vicar? Is that no?
Vicar?
Vicar? No, not vicar. The fact that I've really tried. I feel like I've tried.
Yeah.
Did work. So this is where this is what happens when I pick this up. Normally they'll fall off. God.
Look at that, they're staying on.
I wonder if it's a sign. It's weird, that.
Mm.
Because normally when I do badly, they all fall off.
Yeah.
They're stone put.
There you go, you've just given them a clue.
So, yeah, I lost a pound this week, which takes me to 2.5 stone, which means they need to fall off. Look. Okay.
How funny is that?
Yeah, they
Look
didn't
at
fall
my
off.
eyes.
Anyway, so I'm just going to take them all out because it's just easier.
Yeah.
There we go. Put my stars in, which are in the bag. So 2.5 stone. So we'll say the red is the half. Okay.
Yes, you've got 2 stars.
2 stone and £0.5. Obviously, I've already had 2 stone, haven't I?
Yeah, you got it back.
So I need to be really, really mindful again this week and try my very best to lose a bit more weight, take me more into that 2 stone bracket, so that hopefully I'm moving forward rather than dithering, because that's what I have been doing for a few weeks is, you know, either side of the 2 stone, which actually we did talk about this before, how the 2 stone mark
like
was
a force field.
Yeah, there was a barrier
Yeah.
which we found difficult to break, but hopefully we've broken it. So
Right,
yeah.
Recipes. So we still have the pie recipe, chicken and leek, I think, from last week to film. I'm sorry I didn't film it. I've not had a great health week, but I will film that this week. I've got this week off. And the winner from this week's, I don't think this was a surprise for us, was it?
No, not at all.
Almost unanimous, sausage rolls.
Yeah.
So,
that'd be nice.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that one. So they will also be filmed this week. And this week's recipe, which I'm not going to film this week because you need to let us know what you want.
Yeah.
Comes from Free Food on the Go. Excuse the plaster, I've been cooking.
So what are we having tonight then?
We're having the potato, onion, bacon, bake.
And fingertips, possibly?
Fingertips, yeah. Ooh, Kat's chosen these. I have no idea, not seen it. She did mention this one. The first one, sin-free, ready in 30 minutes, is egg and pork pies. Not as you know them, but they do look very nice.
I thought that'd be alright for, like, you know, a bit of a lunch or something that you could make and take to work with you.
Because we struggle sometimes with lunches, don't we?
Is the egg runny, would you say?
Looks a little bit runny.
Okay, so maybe not something you could take to work with you.
You could cook it longer.
It
and
still
take
looks
it to work.
nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, that's the first one. And the second one is... Oh, I'm not surprised, Catherine. Pad Thai noodle salad. Kath really likes pad Thai, don't you?
I do, but I thought, well, it's a bit different because it's a salad.
Yes.
It's also something you could take to work with you. You see the theme?
Sin-free, again.
Yeah, it looks nice as well. There's loads of fresh stuff in there. Really speedy.
Loads of speed.
Looks nice.
Yeah, loads of speed. I mean,
Like
if you're looking for... Is it an SP? Don't know, but there's loads and loads of speed in there. And the last one... Okay. This is different. This is the turkey tikka rice salad and mint raita. There it is.
Thought that.
I hope I said that right.
Is that also on the front? See, I've done it. Is it?
You've done it again.
I've done it again. See?
She's picked the recipe that's on the front cover without realising.
Yeah.
Okay, sin-free. Are these all sin-free? Free food on the go. There you go. That's why
I think we've been here
sin-free.
before, haven't we?
I think we have.
Yeah.
Again, lots and lots and lots of speed. So, just to recap.
If you can find the
If I can
pages.
find the pages.
Again.
The first recipe was the egg and pork pies.
Yeah.
The second recipe was pad Thai noodle salad. And the third recipe was turkey tikka. Turkey tikka.
Put your teeth back
Turkey
in.
teeth. Turkey tikka rice salad with mint raita. You let us know which one you want us to make. We will make it for you, film it for you, and eat it for you. And that's this week's viewer's choice.
Yeah.
Anything else to say?
No, that's it, I think.
I think I'll check dinner in a minute.
Other than the fact that obviously we've hoped that you've had a good week on plan. Let us know how you're doing also. And just, again, I'm always reading the comments that are coming in, and we really do appreciate the fact that you're here, that you're supporting us, that you enjoy the videos, hopefully enjoy the videos. Just thank you very much for all your support. It really does make a difference. So yeah, thank you. Apart from that, I hope you all have an amazing week, and we will see you on another video.
See you on the next one.
Take care.
Bye.
Cheerio.